What if everything you believe about change is wrong? What if transformation isn't slow, but instant the moment you decide to no longer be the person you were yesterday? Most people drift through life waiting for the right time to change. But the truth is, there's no perfect moment. There's only now. Seneca once said, "Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end." The question is, are you ready to end the chapter of who you've been and step into who you were meant to become? This is not self-help fluff. It's a disciplined, calculated reinvention of your mind, body, and actions in just 7 days. A week of absolute commitment, where old habits die and a new identity takes form. One built on discipline, purpose, and clarity. By the time this week is over, you won't just feel different. You will be different. Your thoughts, your choices, your presence, unrecognizable to the person you were. This is the reset button you've been searching for. But make no mistake, change isn't something you wait for, it's something you take. So, if you're ready to reclaim your life, commit fully, and become the person you were always meant to be, your transformation begins now. Day 1, destroy the old self. Before you can build, you must first destroy. Today you declare war on the version of yourself that has kept you stagnant, the comfort zones, the excuses, the habits that have drained your potential. Each of them has been a silent prison, but prisons only hold those who accept their confinement. Today you break free. Change demands sacrifice. If you are serious about transformation, you must be willing to let go of everything that no longer serves you. This is not a half-hearted attempt at self-improvement. It is a full-scale reinvention. The mind clings to familiarity, even when familiarity is the root of suffering. But understand this, the pain of staying the same far outweighs the discomfort of change. Think of a blacksmith forging a sword. Before steel can be shaped into something powerful, it must first endure the fire. You are no different. The heat of transformation will be uncomfortable, but on the other side lies something unbreakable. Your old self was necessary to bring you here, but it is no longer required for the journey ahead. To truly destroy the old self, you must go deeper than just acknowledging your flaws. You must dismantle the very narratives that have held you back. Ask yourself, what fears have dictated my actions? What excuses have I made to justify inaction? What distractions have I used to avoid the difficult work of change? Awareness is the first step, but action is what sets you free. Make no mistake, this is not just a mental shift. It requires a physical, symbolic act to mark the end of who you were. Take a piece of paper and write down every habit, excuse, and belief that has held you captive, every limitation you've accepted as truth. Then destroy it, burn it, tear it up, bury it, whatever it takes to make it clear that you are severing ties with your past self. This is not just an exercise, it is a contract with your future. From this moment forward, every decision must align with the person you are becoming. Doubt will whisper, old habits will try to pull you back, but you're no longer that person. You're stepping into something greater. The war on your old self doesn't end in a single day. It is a battle fought with every choice you make. Today is your rebirth. The greatest version of yourself is waiting on the other side of destruction. Step forward with discipline, resilience, and an unshakable belief in your capacity to grow. The past no longer defines you. The future belongs to the version of you who has the courage to claim it. Day 2, physical reinvention. Your body is the clearest reflection of your discipline. If you move without purpose, your mind is unfocused. If you appear weak, it is because you have tolerated weakness. But today that ends. True transformation begins in the body. When you master how you move, how you fuel yourself, and how you train, you take full control of your identity. Strength is not just a physical trait, it is a declaration of self-mastery. The Stoics understood this well. They saw physical hardship not as suffering, but as training, an opportunity to forge resilience. Seneca deliberately exposed himself to discomfort, enduring cold, hunger, and fatigue, not because he had to, but because he knew that hardship sharpens the mind. This practice, known as premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity, reminded him that discomfort is not to be feared, but embraced. To become unshakable, you must first be willing to endure. Your body is a weapon, train it accordingly. Move with intention, stand tall, carry yourself with the confidence of someone who has command over their life. The way you present yourself shapes how others perceive you, but more importantly, it shapes how you perceive yourself. Every disciplined act reinforces your identity as someone who is strong, capable, and unbreakable. Your transformation is not about aesthetics, it is about embodying the Stoic ideals of endurance, perseverance, and control. The comfort you have indulged in has made you weak, but weakness is not your fate. It is simply the result of past choices, and today you choose differently. Engage in rigorous training, not just to exercise, but to test your limits. Lift to build power, run to build endurance. Stretch to enhance flexibility in both body and mind. Take cold showers to condition yourself against comfort and train your willpower. Push through exhaustion, because if you can train your body to endure, your mind will follow. Even if you are in your later years, movement remains your key to strength. Walking, stretching, and resistance exercises will keep your body functional and your mind sharp. Train your breath, your posture, your balance. The body may age, but discipline keeps it resilient. But training alone is not enough. You must also control what you consume. Processed foods, sugar, alcohol, these are poisons to both body and mind. They cloud your judgment, drain your energy, and sabotage your progress. Remove them. Instead, fuel yourself with whole foods, lean proteins, and nutrient-dense meals that sustain both physical and mental clarity. Hydration is just as critical. Dehydration dulls your focus, weakens your endurance, and slows your transformation. Drink enough water to keep your body operating at peak performance. Finally, become intentional with everything you allow into your system, not just food, but media, conversations, and thoughts. What you consume shapes you. Choose wisely, stand with confidence, move with purpose, and treat your body as the temple of your discipline. Take a before picture today, because in just 1 week, the person staring back at you will be unrecognizable. Day 3, mental upgrade. Your mind is the architect of your reality. Every thought, belief, and habit you hold is either a tool for transformation or a chain keeping you bound to the past. If you want to become unrecognizable, you must do more than think differently. You must rewire your entire perception of yourself and the world. Most of your limitations are not real. They are inherited ideas absorbed from your past, society, and fears. Who told you that you couldn't be more? What beliefs have shaped your self-imposed ceiling? Today, you challenge them all. Question everything. Dismantle every mental barrier that has dictated your actions. Recognizing these invisible chains is the first step, but breaking them requires action. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." True transformation begins when you take full responsibility for how you interpret life. Hardships will come, but whether they break you or build you is entirely within your control. A weak mind resists adversity. A strong mind welcomes it as training. Mental mastery is not about avoiding discomfort. It is about conditioning yourself to endure and thrive in it. Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." This is why he deliberately exposed himself to hardship, sleeping on the floor, fasting, and enduring the cold, not out of necessity, but as a way to prove to himself that he was stronger than his circumstances. When you strip away comfort, you realize how little you actually need and how much stronger you become. Your inner dialogue shapes your identity. Epictetus reminds us, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." If you reinforce weakness, "I can't, I don't know, maybe someday," you program your mind to accept defeat. From now on, speak only with certainty and power. Instead of "I don't know," say "I will figure it out." Instead of "I can't," say "I will find a way." Words create reality. Speak as the person you intend to become. A true Stoic remains calm in chaos, unmoved by external events. This requires mindfulness. Train yourself to detach from unnecessary worries. Focus only on what you can control, and maintain composure regardless of circumstances. Develop amor fati, a love of fate. Do not resist life's challenges. Embrace them as necessary lessons in your transformation. When you see struggle as a gift, fear and doubt lose their grip on you. Seneca warned, "You act like mortals in all that you fear, and like immortals in all that you desire. But life is fleeting. Every moment wasted on hesitation or self-doubt is time you will never get back. Live with urgency. Move through the world as if every day were your last opportunity to improve." Mental resilience is forged through adversity. Seek challenges that push you outside your comfort zone. Take cold showers, train in physical hardship, fast intermittently. These are not mere discomforts. They are tools to strengthen your willpower. The more adversity you willingly endure, the more unshakable you become. Feed your mind high-quality information. Read books that challenge your perspective. Consume only knowledge that sharpens your intellect and strengthens your resolve. Remove distractions, news, entertainment and social media that reinforce your old limitations. Begin a daily journaling practice. Track your thoughts, rewrite limiting beliefs, and record your progress. Lastly, act as if you are already the person you aspire to be. Your brain adapts to repeated patterns. If you think, speak, and behave like your future self, you will become that person. Transformation is not something you wait for, it is something you embody starting now. Align every thought and action with the highest version of yourself. Your reality will follow. Day 4. Social presence and command. If people see you the same way, they will treat you the same way. Today you redefine your presence, not just in appearance, but in energy, confidence, and the aura you project to the world. presence is not about being loud or demanding attention. It is about the way you carry yourself, the unshaken uncertainty that makes others take notice without a word. Ask yourself when you enter a room, do people sense authority, assurance and purpose, or do you fade into the background? Unnoticed and unremembered, your voice, body language, and demeanor dictate how others perceive you. From this moment forward, you will move, speak, and exist with the power of someone who knows their worth. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." Presence is not about seeking approval, it is about embodiment. If you want respect, command it with action. If you want to be taken seriously, move as someone who takes themselves seriously. Your posture, eye contact, and speech must align with the identity you are building. Stand tall, speak with clarity, let your silence carry weight, and never fill the air with unnecessary words. Those who command attention do so not by speaking more, but by speaking with purpose. A powerful presence is not arrogance. It is quiet confidence. It is the calm strength of someone who does not need to prove themselves because they know who they are. Today, study yourself in the mirror. Watch how you move, how you stand, how you make eye contact. Adjust accordingly. Your presence should not beg for attention. It should command it effortlessly. Seneca once said, "Speech that's restrained is better than speech that's excessive." The way you speak determines the level of respect you command. Slow down, remove filler words. Articulate your thoughts with precision. Speak as if every word matters, because it does. A deliberate, measured voice carries more weight than rushed, anxious speech. People gravitate toward those who communicate with certainty. Beyond speech, your energy must remain controlled and grounded. The Stoics taught that true presence is not about external dominance, but inner mastery. Never let external chaos dictate your internal state. Whether in a room full of strangers or among familiar faces, maintain your composure. Your presence should feel like a gravitational force, steady, unwavering, undeniable. The art of presence extends beyond your own self-perception. It's also about how you make others feel. People will not always remember what you say, but they will remember how you made them feel. Cultivate an air of purpose while remaining aware of those around you. Confidence and warmth are not opposites. They are two sides of presence. People are drawn to those who exude strength, but also make them feel valued. Commanding presence is not about forcing others to notice you. It is about making your presence impossible to ignore. It begins internally. If you believe you are insignificant, that belief will bleed into your posture, your speech, your interactions. Change your mindset. Tell yourself that you belong in every room you step into. Move with intention. Walk into spaces as though they were meant for you. Train yourself to see yourself as someone of influence and conviction. Refine your external presence as well. Your appearance is a reflection of your self-respect. Dress for the life you aspire to lead. Take care of your grooming. Maintain a polished look. When you present yourself as someone of value, the world responds accordingly. People judge competence based on appearance. Use this to your advantage. Beyond the physical, develop awareness of social dynamics. Listen intently, engage thoughtfully. The most magnetic individuals balance strength with presence, confidence with approachability. Learn to read body language, mirror positive energy, and create an atmosphere where others feel at ease in your presence. Today is the day you stop blending in. From this moment forward, you move differently, you speak with authority, you carry yourself as someone who already embodies the highest version of themselves. The more you reinforce these habits, the more natural they become. Soon, your presence will be impossible to ignore. Walk as if you belong. Speak as if you are meant to be heard. Command the respect you deserve, not by asking for it, but by becoming someone worthy of it. Day 5. Relentless execution. Most people live trapped in hesitation. They plan, analyze, and dream, but never act. They wait for the perfect moment, hoping circumstances will align before they move. But this moment never comes. The longer they delay, the harder it becomes to escape the pull of inaction. Today you break free. You become the rare individual who stops theorizing and starts building. The difference between those who succeed and those who remain stagnant is not intelligence or luck. It is the willingness to take action despite uncertainty. Forward movement, no matter how small, is always more valuable than perfect planning. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You should not discuss what a good man is like. You should be one." This is the essence of execution. Stop overthinking. Stop waiting. Act. Success is never about flawless execution. It is about adapting, learning, and course correcting along the way. You will build the unshakable habit of execution. You will not wait for motivation, because action itself creates momentum. The more you move, the more confidence you build. The more confidence you build, the more action you take. This cycle of relentless execution is what separates the elite from the average. Start now. Take a definitive step. Apply for that opportunity. Launch that project. Have that difficult conversation. No hesitation, no delay. This is the moment you prove to yourself that you are not like most people. You execute, you build, you move forward. Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor does the body." Every challenge is an opportunity to develop resilience. Every failure is a lesson. The faster you embrace this truth, the faster you progress. Another key Stoic principle is the dichotomy of control. Epictetus reminds us that there are things we control and things we do not. Too often people delay action because they worry about uncertainty, failure, or others' opinions. But the only thing you control is your effort, your discipline, and your decisions. Let go of everything else. Focus entirely on what you can do right now to sustain execution. Create accountability. Set deadlines. Announce your goals. The greatest enemy of execution is comfort. If you allow yourself to remain comfortable, you will never grow. Introduce deliberate discomfort. Wake up earlier. Take on challenges. Push beyond what feels easy. This is how you train your mind to embrace discomfort as a tool for greatness. Execution requires decisiveness. Every second spent doubting is a second lost. The greatest leaders, innovators, and warriors make decisions quickly and confidently. You must develop the same instinct. Trust yourself and act decisively. The time for thinking, waiting, and hesitating is over. Step forward with purpose. Become the kind of person who makes things happen. The more you execute, the more unstoppable you become. Day 6. Build a personal system. Success is not about motivation. It is about structure, consistency, and discipline. Motivation is fleeting. It rises and falls with emotions and circumstances. Systems, however, create discipline. and discipline leads to results. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems. A strong system ensures that even on days when motivation is low, progress continues. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is not talent or intelligence. It is the ability to create and follow a system that makes success inevitable. Seneca once wrote, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." The Stoics did not leave their progress to chance. They built structured habits to guide their actions, ensuring they lived virtuously and effectively. Marcus Aurelius followed this principle, writing daily in meditations to align his thoughts with his values. This practice was not random. It was a system of self-mastery. To build an effective system, identify the core habits that drive your progress, break them down into small, repeatable steps, and integrate them into your daily routine. Automate your discipline. Structure your environment so that productivity becomes effortless. Remove distractions. Eliminate unnecessary decisions. When your actions become automatic, progress becomes inevitable. Epictetus reminds us, we cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them. This is the foundation of a powerful system, focusing only on what is within your control. Do not waste energy on distractions or external factors beyond your reach. Design your days around what you can directly influence. A well-built system removes friction and hesitation. It ensures that execution happens even when motivation is absent. The most successful individuals in history were not the most inspired. They were the most systematic. They created predictable, repeatable patterns that led to greatness. The sooner you implement your system, the sooner success becomes inevitable. Structure your days, set a strict routine, cut out distractions, make deep work your default state. Build a life where discipline is effortless, where every action moves you closer to the person you're becoming. Once your system is in place, success is no longer a question of if, but when. Day 7. Solidify your new identity. By now, you are no longer the same person you were a week ago. Your mindset has shifted, your habits have transformed, and your presence has evolved. But transformation is not just about change, it is about solidification. A single moment of inspiration is worthless unless it is reinforced with discipline. The mind craves familiarity. Your old self will attempt to resurface. You must remain vigilant. Every choice you make from this point forward either strengthens your new identity or drags you back into old patterns. There is no neutral ground. Every action is a vote for the person you are becoming. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, the soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. If you want this transformation to last, you must ensure that every thought, every habit, and every environment reinforces your new identity. Surround yourself with people who support your growth. The only question that remains is this: will you continue this path, or will you slip back into mediocrity? The choice is yours, but understand this: once you have awakened to your potential, you can never go back to who you were. You now hold the blueprint. The only thing left is execution. Most people will wake up tomorrow exactly as they were today. But you are not most people. You have proven that change is not slow, nor is it impossible. You have reshaped your mind, your habits, your presence. Now you must live it, breathe it, and never look back. If this journey has ignited something within you, Take the next step, like this video, subscribe for more, and share your biggest breakthrough in the comments. Growth doesn't end here. In the next video, we'll take your transformation even further. The path is in front of you. Walk it boldly. Become unrecognizable.